Second episode of Gene's Scheme. It's cool because it rhymes. Let's get into it. Ooh, we got special blocks from the water fountain.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Oh, come on. You still can't be mad at me. Think about it this way. Isn't Kitty a cuter nickname than Potato?
It's a cuter nickname than Fish, but also it's weird, dude. It's kind of weird. Not now, Kitten Whiskers.
They're both bad, and I don't appreciate either.
Aw, it just means that people have a special affection for you.
So, you like me?
Nah, not one bit. I just like toying with people, and you, Missy, set yourself up to be the perfect target.
How?
That is a good question. I mean, we kind of know the answer. Everybody loves her. They want to get a smooch.
Let's see. Well, first off, you got caught up with Lawrence and Garth.
And you pushed Miss Stalker Ivy, just pushed her, which she kind of deserved.
And how lucky am I that they both ended up liking you? It's the perfect formula to...
It almost seems like this plot. It's like a plot for like, almost kind of like a cheesy rom-com, but not. It's like a will they, won't they? But we know who she's gonna get with eventually, no matter what else might get thrown at us. One day.
And not only toy with you, but I get the pleasure of seeing them go at each other if one of them finds out. Second, Ivy hates your guts. So if she saw this picture of you kissing her man, well,
Not her man.
I'd hate to think what she'd do.
Not her man at all.
The walls have ears, my dear kitty. Oh, but not only that, you turned out to be a feisty one. Seeing how you dealt with that Aaron guy,
It's almost like you're the main character.
which means you're going to be a fun one to have in my gang.
I already told you I'm not joining, and you can't force me.
Oh, I'm not going to force you. You're going to join on your own.
Yeah,
That's not
right.
blackmail.
That's the bell.
Are you forgetting
Come on,
he has
let's go.
blackmail?
To class? Because that sounds like a great plan.
Nope. No, we're skipping school today.
What?
You heard me. Let's go.
My
No.
mommy's gonna be so angry with me. I'm gonna skip school.
Oh, way. Go get your little lackeys to skip with you.
Sasha and Zenits are always waiting for us outside of school. Huh?
What? How have you not gotten expelled? Help! Help! It's the bad crowd.
You're the only one I know
So
who can look
distant
at
and cold.
that guy in the eye. You're tougher than you look. Now follow me. If not, I'll just text this picture to Lawrence. I'm sure he'll love to see it. It will get him motivated for his upcoming game for sure.
It would destroy him. Or maybe not. Maybe it would just absolutely make him channel the rage and betrayal into the sport. But she's not there for class. And he wanted to see her. So sad. So tragic. We're skipping school and going to the park. Where all of the edgy kids go. He's like, I wanna be edgy.
I swear. If
Talking
you
about
get
real edgy. Aaron's got the real edgy energy.
me into any more trouble outside of skipping, I'll...
Relax, kitty. You're just going to get to know Sasha, Zenits, and myself better. Then we're going to go out for coffee later.
You drink
Coffee?
coffee?
Straight black.
Ugh. Do you do that just because you want to be edgy? Coffee, I mean, it smells good. Coffee smells good, okay? I could sniff coffee. Coffee, I once sipped a little bit of coffee. It tastes so bad. I don't understand how people like it. If I'm gonna drink something, it's not gonna be coffee. Also, I am extremely afraid of becoming addicted to caffeine. Think about it. I don't want that. I mean, no offense to people who drink a lot of energy drinks or coffee, but eventually your body just stops it stops working because your body just expects it on a regular basis, you know? It kind of adapts. So, and then you have to drink more coffee, and more coffee, and more coffee, and more coffee until eventually you're just a coffee zombie. And that scares me, dude. That's why I'm afraid to take melatonin sometimes. My sleep schedule might be whack, but I don't want to, like, replace the melatonin that my brain is making with gummy melatonin. Though I do wish to have a melatonin dream at some point. Speaking of dreams, my dreams have been weird. I've been playing Subnautica for the past few, weeks. I've been on a playthrough. Just finished it last night, okay? I scanned pretty much everything I could scan. I was trying to find a Ghost Leviathan to scan. Took me forever, because there's only 3, and I was not going to the Void. I was not going to the Void just to scan one Ghost Leviathan. Anyway, managed to scan it, went off into the sky, finished my playthrough, and I kid you not, over the past 5 days, every single one of my dreams at night has been Subnautica related. And they're not even that scary. It's just most along the lines of me playing a video game, but it's not a video game because I'm in first person and it's real in the dream. But I have the same laissez-faire attitude I would from a video game. It's insane. Anyway, that was an insane, stupid side tangent.
Like my soul.
Ugh, it sounds
I went from coffee to Subnautica. Yeah, all of this from being I drink coffee straight black, like my soul. I'm like, dude, you probably don't even like black coffee.
appropriate.
Come on, relax. You're chilling with the cool kids now.
Cool kids? Don't you mean bad? You're skipping class.
You can be bad
How
and
is this
cool.
cool?
Except
Look,
they're
I'll
kind
make
of
you
really
a deal.
neither.
If you don't like us
I
by
wanna
the
be
end of
bad
this
kids.
skipping session, I promise I'll never ask you to skip class again.
You promise?
Promise! I just want you to get to...
Don't trust this man's word. He seems untrustworthy. Something about him blackmailing you just seems untrustworthy to me.
know us outside of what rumors you've heard. We're not really all that bad.
The fact that you're blackmailing me seems
Fine.
to kind of
Deal.
prove the opposite.
Great.
but-
Speaking of which... Sasha? Xenix?
Over here.
Can you yell any louder, Jean? Mother of Irene, I was about to take a nap.
Shut up, Xenix.
You took forever, Jean.
I brought our little pet with me.
No way. You
don't call it. It's giving me the ick.
actually got her to skip?
With a little help from our picture, of course. Now you two make her feel welcome. I want her to get to know us.
We all
See?
have sick temporary tattoos of our logo. I designed it myself. They have to be temporary, or else my mom will yell at me.
We're not such bad people. After all, she's going to be joining our little group here soon.
What? Really? She said yes?
She
Not
doesn't really
yet.
have a choice if there's blackmail
But you guys know
involved.
I'm not one to force a good thing. She's going to join of her own choice. But first, she's got to get to know us.
Is he tripping over there?
I see.
What is he doing?
She can't.
Oh.
I bet she's not even
He's
hardcore
angry.
enough.
Shut up, Xenix.
Does nobody like this kid? Listen, we don't like him, but he's one of the only people willing to join the group, so we kind of have to. It's not a gang if it's just 2 people.
I swear, Xenix has the same temper as that Zane kid. Speaking of which, why don't we let him into our little...
Because he's not edgy. He's emo. There's a difference.
Group. Why are we stuck with this lame kitten here?
Stop calling me that!
Zane's a poser.
A
Plus,
poser?
He's no fun to play with. He was so eager to join our group that it made him look pathetic.
No. You know what? I just... What? The fact that you have to, like, blackmail people into joining your group is, like, stupid enough. But the fact that someone wanted to join your gang and you said no, that's kind of stupid. Plus, I mean, I guess he wasn't a good fit. Like I said, he's more of an emo, not really edgy, you know? There's a difference between the two.
Pathetic. Give him a month or two to see how he does on his own. And then, maybe, I'll think about it.
Dude, you cannot be picky here.
Make him work for it.
Also, if you wanted to get back at, like, the popular kids were like, oh man, everyone loves them because they're, like, good at sports and they're handsome or whatever. I'm like, wouldn't getting the little brother of one of them to join your gang, wouldn't that kind of smear his reputation just a bit?
Huh? What's the point in having a super exclusive group if we just let any emo kid join?
They called him emo, so...
We're not emo kids.
We're not
Jean.
emo kids. We're edgy.
I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about Zane. Whoops. Sorry. I misunderstood.
We're edgy.
Anyway,
we don't
I'm gonna go
like
get the stuff.
this. I'm different. I'm not normal. I'm weird.
You make Kitty here feel at home.
Don't
I
say-
won't be long. Huh? All right, just hurry up.
Wait,
Don't leave me with the weirdos, please.
what stuff is he getting?
Stuff for our art.
You're gonna
Listen,
vandalize the bridge.
I don't think I like the sound
It's
of
an
that.
art project.
So, what kind of grades do you get?
Huh?
Yeah, what kind of grades do
Are
you get?
you a straight A student? Average? Dumb?
Jeez, it's kind of rude.
Well, so
Listen, calling kids dumb because they get bad grades is not indicative as as everyone as a whole. I was very stupid as a child. I was just like, why are these kids, like, why do they need extra help? Why aren't they getting as good of grades? You just, like, it's not that hard. Meanwhile, I suffered from gifted kid syndrome, where things were good in elementary school. So I'm like, you know what, she's got it. She's got it. She's good. We don't need to teach her how to study. We don't need to teach her good study habits. And I'm like, what? And then I hit high school, and then I was just like, huh? This is difficult. This is difficult. I don't like this. I don't like this. It's very difficult. What? I didn't learn how to sound out words because I already had... I don't want to brag. This sounds like bragging, but I had an expanded vocabulary. Like, I knew what words were, and I was familiar with different words, and I kind of just knew them based on sight. Because I had a very good mom who would read to me every night. Okay? Mom's greatest. But I just knew, like, more words than, like, more kids. So they're just like, oh. So I just kind of got left out of the sounding things out lesson. I don't remember doing that at all. Like, it was never a life skill that I applied. So I just kind of just didn't know. And so then when hard words came up later on, I'm just like, I don't know what this word is, and I don't know how to say it.
so far,
But if I ever got a B, I
usually
did
have
feel
Malays and
very much like a
Bs.
failure.
And if it's a subject, I'm terrible in, like, math. Usually, like, a C plus or something.
If I got a C plus, I would jump out a window. I would hate myself so much.
Well, good to know we aren't letting someone in who gets bad grades.
Huh? You mean you guys don't?
Nah.
But you skip class almost every day.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean
So I
you're
don't
dumb.
get how that works.
We're, like, not educated.
We get bad grades because we miss class and tend not to listen to the teacher. So that obviously reflects on our records. It's an attempt for the man to control us with these letters that we find such validation in.
I mean, preach.
Wow.
Preach.
That's, that's really a mouthful.
Just words, sweetheart.
She's the coolest out of all of
Honestly,
them.
Jean, Zinix, and I are very smart when it comes to our studies. We're just bored because nothing challenges us in academics anymore. Hence why we skip class. If I'm going to be bored, I don't want to be bored in that building we call school.
I mean, it is a school. Like, you call it school because it's a school, but also along the same lines, that is true. Like, I'm not saying that every kid has to be, like, pushed into, like super, like, more, like, studies, but challenging kids is important. You should challenge the kids who have got this stuff down. Is this a critique on our school system?
I see. Well, that doesn't make any sense.
You're still blackmailing people, though, so.
Eh? I mean, if nothing else challenges you, then why don't you find ways to challenge yourself? Like,
Yeah.
maybe go the extra mile and try to write up a report on how you can improve the processes our teachers go about? Or maybe find
Take
a way
some
they
more
can
advanced
challenge
classes? You
you.
could.
I mean, think about it this way. Our teachers are students in a way, too.
Yeah, teachers go through so much. Like, if I had to deal with that much just garbage on a day-to-day basis, I would be drained mentally, physically, spiritually. Any way one person could be drained, I would be drained. Ugh, it's awful. I would not want to be a teacher. Especially a high school teacher.
They have to do.
A high school teacher. I have seen so many high school teachers that are just like, "Ugh, I'm so tired." And then one year, we got a brand new teacher. And let me just say, there's nothing more terrifying to me like than the thought of just being a like fresh out of like college and teaching school or whatever teachers have to do, like fresh out of that and getting a job with high schoolers and being like a shorter woman. Oh my goodness, that terrifies me. We had a teacher who was like pretty fresh out of school and like had gotten her teaching license, pretty fresh out of that. And like most of like the students, the boys were taller than her. And it's like that's terrifying, dude. I would not. Scary. It was her first year too. So of course, like, everyone's dogging on her. I'm just like, Elementary school me, I'm just like, I kind of want to be a teacher. And then I realized, no, you do not want to be a teacher.
Deal with students of all kinds of personalities. Maybe some smarter than others.
Yeah, teachers got to worry about
If you were
literally
really
everyone.
bored and wanted to find more ways to challenge yourself, then why don't you find ways to teach those who need help teaching you?
We could take some more advanced classes.
I think I see why Jean took an interest in you. Come here. Give me your hand.
Huh? Well,
What
what are
is
you
it?
gonna do?
I like to do palm readings. Just a small little hobby I'm into.
I don't know how palm readings work.
You aren't going to do anything weird to my hand, are you?
Just give me your stupid hand.
No, I'm going to spit in your hand. What do you think?
Okay.
Let's see. Lots of creativity. A whole lot, actually.
Like, I don't know how palm readings work. Do they, like, actually look at the hand, or do they just, like, kind of, like, are just like, yeah, this is kind of the read I get on the person's vibe. I'm just gonna say that as I look at the hand. I don't know how it works. And, to be honest, I don't really care, because I'd probably just forget it as soon as I learned, like, more about it.
Apparently, you're pretty open about your emotions and feelings, which is a total lie, obviously, or you wouldn't even be here in the first place.
That is true.
And then, short and shallow. That's weird because your fate line conflicts with.
Ooh,
Interesting.
Interesting.
Stop holding her hand, Sasha!
You can't hold hands.
Stop being emo, Xenix!
Yeah, we're not emo, we're edgy here.
Don't tell me how to live my life!
Is he on something? Or does he just have ADHD?
According to your palm, your life is pretty dull.
Ooh.
I don't need a fake palm reader who learned all her lessons from the internet to tell me how to live my life. Just ignore Xenix.
Hey, listen, you can learn a
Now
lot of
he's
stuff
just
on the internet.
yelling to yell. I like yelling! I like when you shut up!
What a big happy family we got here.
Come make me. Kitty, be a dear and go make Xenix be quiet for me. I want to take a nap before Jean makes you do the initiation thingy.
You gotta graffiti the bridge as an initiation. But yeah, I do see kind of where she's coming from, where it's like, listen, school kind of bores me. So what's the point of even being at school? But most schools, and I'm assuming a school that big, offers some sort of, like, advanced stuff, you know? Like, there's always, like, grades higher. And I think most of the time with, like, math or science, you can, like, I don't know if you could skip grades for science, but for math, you definitely can, like, skip grades and be in more advanced class. Like, I remember at one point, the one kid, the probably the smartest kid at the school, like, everyone's just like, oh, who's gonna be number one in our graduating class? And everyone's like, well, it's gonna be him. We all know it's gonna be him. He skipped, like, I forget how many years of math. Like, I was technically a year ahead in math. Like, in the advanced math, but a lot of people were. He was, like, I forget how many years ahead. And so we were just like, yeah, he's gonna be number one. There's really no, like, chance that anyone else can be number one. But last year of high school, I ended up taking a college course, okay, in math. I could have just not done it, but my teacher was like, listen, it's always good to have some extra, like, college credits. It is completely free through the school, and it's pretty much everything we learned from last year, but just condensed into a way shorter period of time. It was like a half a year. So I did it. And it was a nightmare, but I ended up doing it, and I got a pretty decent grade. Also, and then after that, the next half of the year, that class was a study hall, so I had 2 study halls in the second half of my final year. Challenge yourself. Go out there. It's not gonna kill you. Might be stressful, but it's not gonna kill you.
Wait, what initiation thingy? Hey!
She's
Hey,
dead.
wake up!
She dead.
Are you serious?
I should have fallen asleep that easy.
Initiation? I haven't even agreed to join this little group. I need to know what this is. Maybe I'll ask Xenix.
He's like talking to himself underneath the bridge.
Xenix?
What do you want? Sasha already got you to do her dirty work? Of course you'd listen to her.
No.
Goody
No,
two
she
shoes.
took a nap. I actually just wanted to ask you about this initiation that Sasha had said about Jean making me do or something like that.
Gotta kill a man.
I'm not gonna spoil the surprise. Just know that if you do it, you'll be super hardcore in my book.
What's this gonna be?
Skipping class isn't hardcore enough? Meh, it's okay. It's not hard to skip class.
I mean, it's really not hard.
But why are you so angry?
Why are you spinning,
Why are
dude?
you so happy? Because it's better than being angry? Says who? Says me?
Sometimes it feels good to be angry, you know? Sometimes it feels good to be angry. I gotta admit. You know, stewing in your own anger for a bit. You know, stomping around. Ooh, I'm so angry. It does feel good. I will give him that one. Feeling your emotions is important.
Well, aren't you important then?
You are too.
Says who?
Says me.
This is the fact that you're a human
Wow,
being.
looks like you're getting to know our group a little more.
She's being weird.
We like weird, don't we?
Sure, I guess.
Aphmau, follow me.
Gonna kill a man.
Well, what do you think of our little
Do
group?
hard drugs.
You guys seem okay, but I'm not interested at all in joining. I just want to finish this day of skipping school and leave.
All right. You know what? I'll let you go.
And delete the picture?
Who said anything about deleting the picture?
They're still
I'm going to keep it.
blackmail.
I just said I wasn't going to make you skip school with it again. That's all.
You?
Now. Don't get too worked up. You have one more thing to
Beat
do
'em up.
before I let you go.
I mean, you
What's
probably
that?
couldn't. You're
Tag this
smaller,
wall
weaker,
with the
but
Shadow Knight logo.
What?
I knew it.
You heard me. I want you to vandalize
Vandalism.
this wall.
There is no way I'm doing that. I'm
It's
not a
supposed to be
criminal.
paintbrush. I was right.
You're a criminal as long as you're mine.
But don't say that. That's also icky.
Well then, I wonder what Lawrence is up to right now.
Wait, no. If I do this, does that mean I'm a part of your group?
Nope, you're just doing the work of tagging this place for me. Plus, if you do this one time, I'll never ask you to tag this place for me again.
And while you're graffitiing the wall, I'll take a picture of you painting the wall, and I'll use that as even more blackmail.
Fine. Deal.
Perfect. Now get to work.
That's amazing likeness.
Not bad.
Looks great.
Maybe you're hardcore enough after all.
You're free to go home now,
Painting a
kitty.
wall isn't too
We're
hardcore.
headed to the coffee shop if you want to join us.
No thanks.
Suit yourself. Come on, guys, let's go.
Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You're such a bad kid now. What could you've done? Ooh. Are you gonna clean it?
This is horrible. I have to clean this up.
Hey, you!
Officer, I'm so glad you're here.
I just found this graffiti and I was cleaning it up out of the goodness of my heart.
You're coming with me.
What?
We've been looking for the kids who've been tagging this place with that logo.
Wait! That's not how this happened. I didn't.
Save it. The criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. Come on, you're coming with me, Toots.
I'm sorry, Mr. Cop, but the fact that she is carrying no like spray cans or anything, wouldn't that prove the point that she's literally got like a cleaning utensil right in front of you? She's like holding, I mean, it doesn't sponge, like she's like sponging the wall. You think that would mean like maybe she's cleaning it up because she's a little goody two shoes. That'd be the thing that come across my mind, but you know, I'm not a cop.
No. It's...
Uh-oh. The Popo. The Popo showed up. Not clickbait. Anyway, be kind and respectful to everyone you meet. Drink some water. Consider subscribing. And bye!